I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her.
So, John, how's that gorgeous girlfriend of yours?
She's no longer my girlfriend.
Ah, dear. Still, I wouldn't get too gloomy about it. Rumour has it she never stopped bonking old Toby Delisle just in case you didn't work out.
She is now my wife.
I like you. Very much.
Apart from the smoking and the drinking and the vulgar mother and the verbal
No,
diarrhea.
I like you very much. Just as you are.
It's time for comic relief.
I like a funny vicar.
Look at it. David Williams. What do you reckon?
I'm not bothered.
Oh my gosh.
I love you, man.
I love you. Brent's found a guitar. Brent's found a guitar.
A child dies completely unnecessarily as a result of extreme poverty every 3 seconds.
I came here with my son. But we didn't. George? We didn't get so lucky.
And I think we have something in common.
There's just millions of kids who'd kill for the amount of food that fat old me left on the side of my plate. Children who are then so weak they'll die if a mosquito bites them. And so they do die. 1 every 3 seconds. There they go.
The problem in Uganda is so overwhelming that every 5 minutes a mother will lose her child to this mosquito-borne disease. And the agony is, malaria is preventable.
It's been quite a shock to be here today. It's so important. Please.
Hello, Richard Curtis here. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you about Project Everyone and this potential extraordinary magical relationship with Sawa. I'm really thrilled to have the opportunity to talk to you. I'm going to talk quite fast, I think, because I've got a lot to say. Let me just explain the starting situation. In the year 2000, some things called the Millennium Development Goals were made by the UN in order to halve extreme poverty by 2015. They've been remarkably effective. Bill Gates says that the last 15 years have been the greatest progress in the battle against poverty in the history of mankind. There are so many dark, bad things happening in the world, but actually underneath this amazing miracle has happened of millions of children in school, child mortality halved, extraordinary amounts more clean water, just getting near the defeat of malaria, the defeat of polio. Fantastic progress. And 2015 is the year in which some new goals are going to be locked and decided. And the extraordinary thing about these goals is they could lead to the end of extreme poverty, poverty that kills, by 2030. That could happen in our generation, and I'm asking you guys to be partners in that effort. The thing about these goals and the thing about this plan is that they are global and transformative. In fact, it's not only the goals, but in fact 2015 has a huge, crucial climate negotiation in December, which we hope the power and popularity of the goals will lead to a decisive world-saving climate agreement as well. So everything is to do with a global situation, and that's why this extraordinary offer that you at Sawa might be able to help us achieve global distribution of one extraordinary piece of film would just be the perfect on-point way to reach an enormous number of people, recruit an enormous number of people, make an enormous number of people passionate about the possibility of achieving global goals, ending extreme poverty, fixing climate. The plan, I believe, is to try and make the piece of film and then turn up with that film. I'll be there, the filmmakers will be there in June at Cannes to preview and show the film, and then launch, we hope, the initiative in order to inspire a new generation with this extraordinary hope. There's got to be someone who lays down a line in the sand and says, with all the dark, negative things that are happening, there really is a positive potential plan. And an absolutely key bit of that plan would be this idea of using cinema, using your power in order to get the message out in a beautifully expressed way. I've got this idea that Project Everyone is a little bit like one of those alien movies, you know, when suddenly every screen in the world goes like that, and a person in slightly odd purple clothing, who turns out eventually to be a lizard, suddenly starts to talk at them all and says, "We are your friends, we come in peace," and obviously they don't. But that's my dream, that suddenly everyone in the world will know about this amazing plan. It's an alien takeover, but for good and done by humans. So I would just say to you, thank you very much indeed. We would work like crazy to make the best thing that we possibly could. And it would be amazing to have you, as it were, as founding partners on this journey, where we're going to try and talk to all the internet giants, we're going to try and talk to the newspaper giants, we're trying to talk to radio. And if we could lock cinema and make you as the open door to an enormous audience, I would just ask you to think about it. If you think about it and decide yes, I'm sure we'll make something fantastic. And the plan is meant to be that by the time that Star Wars 17 comes out, by the time that Guardians of the Galaxy 7 comes out, by the time the Avengers have assembled really ridiculous number of times, but by 2030, that we will be a generation that has ended extreme poverty. And you can't get anywhere in the movies, as you know, without a fantastic opening sequence, without a fantastic start, without a fantastic first movie. And the little film that we made and then showed to the entire world would be that thing. Thank you very much indeed.